What's up guys, it's Dr. Nicole and Dr. CJ from The Resilient Athlete. We are here bringing you a mobility prep for the overhead press movement, so either jerk or split jerk. This one's gonna be a little bit more tailored towards split jerk, but I recommend using the same warm-up. So we're gonna start, the only thing you're gonna need is a foam roller. So CJ's gonna be sitting here. He's gonna place the foam roller in his mid-back. Hands are gonna come up behind the head. If you need to, you can cross them over your shoulder as well. And he's gonna reach back over that foam roller. We're working on extension of the upper mid-back here. So he's gonna go through 10 reps here. And I'm gonna talk a little bit through what we're looking for. We wanna make sure that you're staying braced as you're reaching over and you're not just extending through your low back, okay? So we wanna think about, you can tuck your butt under a little bit and brace those abs nice and tight. He's gonna go through 10 here. Once he's done with 10, we're gonna incorporate an overhead reach. What number are we on? 9 and 10. So once he's done with his 10, it's gonna start similar. He's gonna bring his hands to a front rack position. He's gonna come over the foam roller, and then he's gonna reach those arms over, bringing his chin forward. Good. So that's one. We're gonna go through that 10 times, same thing. Really reaching those arms up. Try to focus on mimicking that overhead jerk position as you're reaching. So what that's gonna look like is your thumbs are gonna be pointed backwards, pinkies pointed forward. Make sure those elbows come all the way straight and you're really reaching back for 10. So once he's through with 10 here, we're going to move into our front rack thoracic cat-cows. What number are we on? 10. Good. So keeping the foam roller, he's now going to come onto his hands and knees. And we're going to use that foam roller to prop our elbows up to start stretching that front rack position. So elbows propped up, head through. We're working through flexion and extension of that upper back. So extension, he's dropping his head through, flattening the upper back. Flexion, he's rounding his upper back, thinking about pulling his shoulder blades away. All right? So that's one. We're going to go through 10 of those. So extension, dropping through, flexion, really rounding those shoulder blades away, trying to get that stretch through that thoracic spine. You might feel a stretch through your lats and through your triceps here, which is going to be really helpful for our front rack position. Good, what number are we on? 8, 9, and one more. Good, and then from here, we're gonna come into a wrist warm-up. So we're gonna start with our knuckle push-ups. You might have seen this one for our clean day. It's gonna be the same warm-up. So knuckle push-ups, pressing up to the base or the very bottom of your fingertips. You should feel a stretch through your hands here. We're gonna go through 5 reps, pressing through those knuckle push-ups. When he's done with 5, he's gonna go into that rocking. So rocking forward and back, really getting into the corners of the wrist. A little bit of discomfort here is okay, guys, especially if it's kind of like an intense stretch. We just don't want to push into any pain. So it's okay if we're rocking through a little bit of discomfort, especially if you haven't done this one before. Then we're going to turn fingertips towards our knees. You'll feel a really good stretch to the forearms. We're going to go rocking through this 5 times as well. Now we're going to be rocking back to feel the stretch. So 5 times rocking through. Really try to keep those hands flat. We're not going to be pressed up onto our fingertips. Fingertips relaxed. Feeling a stretch through the forearms, the wrist, and maybe even through the hands. Once we are done with this, we should be nice and warmed up through our thoracic spine and our wrists. We're going to start working through some split jerk mobility drills, okay? So in order to get into a nice split jerk position, we need to be able to have good hip extension and mobility through that quad. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna incorporate a split squat or a split lunge with an overhead reach, okay? So CJ's gonna get starting and set up in that position. So in his split lunge position, first thing I'm gonna have him do is soften the knee and then tuck his butt under. Good, okay, so arch for me. Yeah. So we don't want this, we want that butt tucked under. So he should feel a good stretch through the quad. This is gonna be our lower body setup position. We wanna make sure we have that. And then he's gonna drop into a split lunge and reach that foam roller overhead. So reach, 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 really fighting to pull those elbows back as far as you can, and then come back up. Good. Again, reach, reach, reach. Elbows locked out. Trying to bring that foam roller back, keeping that nice tilt. Good. Let's just go 3 more here. We're gonna go 6 per side. Will be nice. This one's tough, guys. It looks a little bit easier than it is, but it's pretty tough. Good. I'm gonna have him face the opposite direction. We're gonna do the same thing. You might notice one side feels a little bit challenging than the other. That's okay. Soft knee, pelvic tilt, just like he did. Nice and braced. He's gonna drop down for 6, reaching that foam roller up, 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 and back down. Good. You'll notice every time he comes, he's gonna reset that hip, squeezing his butt cheek. He's gonna feel a good stretch to that hip. If for some reason you cannot get all the way to the floor, just go as far as you can, okay? So if you can't touch the floor, you can stack up some ab mats or just go as far as you can. If there's any pain, again, a little bit of a discomfort stretch is okay. Don't push through anything too difficult. That's our overhead jerk prep. Go crush your overhead jerk today.